I was one of the people who believed that China was potentially evolving towards a more open democratic society. I thought it was reasonable to have them in the World Trade Organization because I thought belonging to a rules-based organization would increase their approach to the rule of law. I thought that on balance, that when the Deng Xiaoping went on the Southern Tour in 1992 and said that they had to go to a market economy, as he put it, he didn't care whether a cat was black or a cat was white, as long as it caught mice. And he really meant he didn't want to be told about ideology, he wanted to be told about what worked. Well, at the time, I thought this was a big first step towards opening up China, which was a complete misunderstanding. Deng Xiaoping was a founding member of the Chinese Communist Party in the early 1920s. He spent a year in Moscow at the Leninist University learning how to run an authoritarian, totalitarian, Leninist-style dictatorship. His argument was actually much more subtle. He was saying, we have to create prosperity so people will tolerate the dictatorship. And if we don't create prosperity, people will overthrow the dictatorship. So his goal in going to a market economy was to strengthen the dictatorship. Now that was the opposite of virtually everybody in the West. Xi Jinping is General Secretary of the Communist Party. They will always in China, in talking to foreigners, refer to him as president because they want to normalize how he feels to us. But in fact, he's a dictator exactly like Stalin, exactly like Mao, exactly like Lenin. His interest is to sustain and strengthen the Chinese Communist Party. And I believe they are a greater threat than the Soviet Union or Nazi Germany. And in fact, I think they're the greatest threat we've faced since the British Empire in the 1770s.